everybody.
It just came on right now.
Hi, everybody.
So we'll see who's on. Who do you think's coming on first? Master Spas, Kayla, or my mother?
Or Mike Wright. Probably Master Spas.
Let's see. You look relaxed. Master Spas. Hello, sound is good.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. All right.
I am. I'm reducing my stress for the day. This crazy day.
Actually, and you've got your hips or legs are tight after today?
My hips. Yes.
Yeah. All right, we got
Water
19. None on the above. Ray, I don't know what that means. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Going back to Mary. We'll give everybody a few seconds to hop on.
I look like I have a blue shower cap on with the towel.
That's a Master Spas. It's Master Spas Blue.
I know.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with a question. Can the spa help with sciatica pain?
Yes.
Strong yes on that one. Strong yes on that. Okay. Hello from PA. Rob Valentine, Mary. We've got a bunch of people that are coming in. All right, everybody. So, welcome to this week's Facebook Live. We are in the Master Spas Challenger 15 Deep. All right. So, if we can get... Let's see if everyone wants to kick in and say where you're from. We always love to go back and read those. It's really cool afterwards. And then we are going to be handheld this entire live, so I should be able to get to your questions pretty well.
Yep.
And we've got a lot of cool things. My Twilight 825 is being delivered Friday.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Dave Barnes, Matt McAllister, two other. They're hopping on now. All right, Michigan. All right. All right. This is awesome. So everybody read today that, we're going to be talking about stress, holiday stress, how to avoid it. I'll try not to get that close on my face.
It's coming really quickly. I can't believe that we're already in November. Yeah.
And, I'm sure everyone in the last couple of days have been super fun.
Yeah.
So let's see, what do we got here? Huntsville, Alabama, Minnesota.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool. Chris, we know you. No election talk on here, Chris. Chris Bagnato.
Oh.
He's on here all the time. No election talk or we will ban you. This is election-free zone today.
We're in the swim spa reducing all stress from the past 2 days. So.
Okay. So how do you want to start? What do you want to start?
Yeah, so just here we are on Facebook Live, and the topic today, again, just is that we're going to be talking about with these upcoming holidays, how to reduce stress, how to spend extra time with your family, and how to maybe avoid gaining some extra pounds during the holidays. And then, of course, answering any questions that you guys have. I am feeling super relaxed right now.
You look like you're relaxed. Your voice sounds relaxed.
Yeah. Okay,
so let's see. St. Louis, this is awesome.
Yeah.
28 of the last 33 days swimming in my Challenger 15
Nice.
Awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. That is freaking epic.
Yeah.
That's a lot of swimming. That's a good job right there. So you want me to go first?
Sure.
You want to hold it? You can spin it around?
I will do my best here, trying not to make anyone sick. You can see my head there. How do I flip this?
The little button that says turn around.
That wasn't it. Your viewers.
What are you doing?
I don't see where the turnaround thing is.
All right.
Sorry, everyone.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's right there.
Oh.
She's a doctor.
Not of iPhone.
Doctor of the iPhone. Okay, how to reduce stress for the holidays.
That's our little cheat sheet there.
Cheat sheet.
Okay.
And it's really, we do sort of know this stuff, but it's kind of nerve-wracking because it all has to be in order. So you can't see this. First thing that we're going to do to reduce stress for the holidays is to turn off the news right now.
Yes.
Turn it off. None of us can do anything about it. Turn it off.
I had to do that myself.
She just got scolded.
I did.
Okay, so for the holidays, the biggest problem people have is just things get spun out of control, and you need to schedule, set up a schedule, and you need to schedule everything, your relaxation, your exercise, even eating properly, because right now it's into holiday season, but it's not the holiday. Okay, so we're not there yet. So and if you feel like you're kind of lost right now, you're not alone. I feel lost right now, and we're really good at this, and the exercise and the food component to all this. I feel lost. Okay, and right now this thing is 95 degrees, and when I first put my feet in, I was like, oh my God, that feels amazing, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we're going to talk specific stuff that we're doing in here today to address problems that we have, physical, not mental. And, but the first thing is setting up a schedule, okay? What else did I write on there? In that schedule everything, try to plan and organize. So that's the other thing, like with me, and I'm sure everyone who has stress and anxiety have it for similar, triggers to that. So if you've got, between now and January 1st, you've got 3 major holidays, plan ahead, plan every event. And I realize that there's state laws coming into effect on how many people can blah, blah, blah. You know what? We're doing what we're gonna do, and I'm not gonna concern anyone else with it, and we're not gonna be concerned with what anyone else is doing. That's our plan. And our family is getting together, and we're gonna have a good time, because everybody needs it this year. So stick to the plan, schedule everything, get it organized, organize, because you're not gonna have any anxiety hanging over your head. And I know these little things seem kind of obvious, but they're really not, because when you're just feeling all the stress from everything that's going on, and it's not just holiday stress this year.
Right.
We have presidential election stress, we have COVID stress, we have regular holiday stress, and then everything that's been happening in 2020 hasn't been a whole lot of fun stress.
Right.
So everybody's ready for a break. So schedule everything, get that anxiety kind of under control, okay? This one, Mary jotted this one on the end. Be mindful and make sure that you get adequate sleep, okay? Get yourself some melatonin, whatever you need to sleep well. The sleep is important, and it's so often overlooked, okay? And I can tell you this, if you're not exercising and you get in here and swim, 28 days in a row out of the last 33, you're gonna sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
Okay, make yourself tired. If you have access to your swim spot now, if you're waiting for it, you're a little, early on that. We're sorry about that. But if you've got it ready to go, then jump in there. If you need to make it a little warmer, do that. We're going to talk about winterization and all that stuff in a little while. So we're not going to worry about that right now. But get in there, get exercising. Whether you're using the exercise kit in here, or you're swimming and doing cardio in the swim spot, and you're using a gym, or any combination of that, get in there and get it done. Okay? That's your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that. All right. Can you see it?
Not really that great, but so the next topic that we're going to talk about is how to fit in exercising in a crazy schedule, especially during the holidays. And already, like Ben said, the thing is that you have to schedule it. And if that means getting up a little bit earlier to fit it in, because that's the only extra time that you have, then that might be worth doing some days. So that's just one thing, is that you want to make the time to do it. And everyone is super crazy during this time, and sometimes work can be a little bit crazy, but fitting it in somehow will make everything a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Exercise will help to reduce stress. And Ben, I'm not sure if you actually mentioned this in the first thing.
Mention it again.
But schedule your relaxation time. Schedule, if you have a swim spot, you have a hot tub, schedule the time that you can be in there for, even if it's 20 minutes, just to kind of sit down and relax, or use the exercise kit, or walk against the current, or just sit against the jets. Take out 20 minutes. Rather than, catching up on a Netflix show or watching the news, sit down in your hot tub and really take the time to either exercise or take some time to relax. Especially during this time when it's so crazy, life is crazy, and scheduling is crazy. And the last thing is What does that say? I can't see
You
that at all.
need glasses.
I do.
Force yourself to stick to the plan.
Yeah, and making that plan and really forcing yourself to stick to the plan, even if you reward yourself for sticking to it for a week, get yourself a new pair of shoes, or get something fun for your kitchen for your holidays, or something like that, so that you have a goal and when you reach it, you reward yourself. So those are some ways that even in this crazy time, just to truly try to fit in the scheduling for exercising and even for relaxing and some me time, some you time. That is part of it as well. Now it's back to you, Ben.
I almost hit the wrong button. You inspired me to hit the wrong button. My wife and I bought a jacuzzi from you. Waiting on delivery. Okay, Victor, I can't help you with that. I'm not sure what to say.
Yeah.
Specific
We
delivery
can't
question.
really answer any delivery questions.
Like the filter
on
questions
here.
and the delivery questions. We're not the right people to ask.
Right.
I'm sorry. Okay. So anyway, actually, I would like to add the comment on Mary's subject, how to fit the workouts in during a crazy schedule. The biggest thing, I'll put Mary in the background there.
Hello.
The biggest thing that you need to remember, set the schedule, and for me, do the workouts first thing in the morning. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Do the workouts first thing in the morning before anything else happens. If you're working out at home and your swim spa's there, don't even turn your freaking phone on. Just go do it.
Yeah.
And don't even worry about that stuff till afterwards. But the whole thing about exercise, if you're going to exercise, you want to make it a habit. And in order to do that, it needs to come first. Okay? So schedule it. Do it first thing. Whatever you need to do it first. Get it done. And when you don't feel like doing it, that's the most important time. Okay?
Yeah.
Later on, when you've been exercising forever and you're getting burned out, that's a whole different conversation.
I was just gonna say, but when you don't feel like doing it and then you do it, you feel so
Absolutely.
much better after.
Absolutely. So, they always talk about the runner's high. I race Ironman, and I don't have this crazy runner's high that they speak of. I don't even know who they is, but it's not me. I just feel better because it's done.
Right.
Okay, so I have a feeling of accomplishment, which makes me feel good. It has nothing to do with endorphins or this runner's high that, so many people speak of. All right?
I also think that for Ben and I kind of I'm speaking for Ben, but we have made it part of our schedule to fit in our workouts first thing, usually in the morning.
Sure.
And it almost starts to feel uncomfortable when we don't do it.
Right.
Like on days that we can't because of our work schedule or travel schedule, it's become part of our schedule, part of our habits, so that when we don't do it, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. So, and that's a good feeling because we really want to get that in, and it helps for me personally. It helps decrease my stress to fit it in during my day. So,
Jonathan, I'm trying to read the second half of your question. It worked last time when Mary did this. It's not letting me do it. Is my finger wet, maybe? Sorry,
there you go.
What do you think a good temperature for swimming or working out? Okay, Jonathan, I normally swim in the morning, then turn up the temperature so that it's warmer at night to relax. What do you guys think is a good temperature for swimming or working out? So we keep ours at 88 or 89 for swimming, which is on the high side for sure. We're tired of cold water, and since we don't have to swim in cold water, we no longer do it. And if you have a swim spa, guess what? You don't either. So I'm kind of done with the discomfort thing, and I'm going to keep it at whatever temperature I like. Right now, we turned this up to 95 today so that it would be absolutely awesome and feel like a hot tub. And both of us have some stretching to do while we're in here at 95 degrees.
And I think, so we finished swimming this morning around 10:30 and turned it up to 95 from about 88, 89. And
Say hi to Scott.
Hi, Scott. And by the time we got here this afternoon around 3 o'clock, it was 95. We did put the covers on though, so that helps to keep that heat in. So that, what is that? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, about 5-6 hours for it to warm up to 95.
Yep.
So.
And it was easily there. All right, tips for keeping off the holiday lbs, the extra pounds that we all seem to put on. So there's some lessons in here. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been exercising a long time and eating correctly for a long time, and it is a pain, okay? So it is, and a lot of times we feel like we miss out on things, but on the other hand, you know, being healthy and feeling great, you know, physically is also worth it too. So what I suggest over what we do is maybe some balance, and just keep that in mind. The balance is important, okay? So, you know, so I'm only talking about things that you can do to keep extra pounds off. I'm not going to get into the balance. We all should have some balance. We don't have enough balance, okay? So, but we're going to talk about individual things that you can do during the holidays that will help keep those extra pounds down, the excessive. Let's see, Jackie, does the highest temp keep you warm enough during the coldest weather in Indiana? Absolutely. Oh, Jackie, awesome. Totally warm enough, totally insulated enough, completely made for your climate. Yeah, no, full speed ahead, full throttle. Okay, so and these are tips that, you know, people may know, or you may have read somewhere, but this stuff really works, okay? So one of the things, you know, drink tons and tons of water. You will be extra hungry if you're dehydrated, okay? And it's also not good for you to be dehydrated, so you want to get a balance of that, but primarily you want to keep yourself very well hydrated, and you won't have as much extreme hunger that makes you eat that extra mile. You know, if people just eat kind of normal, they won't really gain too much weight or any at all. It's when we get crazy that we pack on, you know, the extra pounds. So drink lots of water. The next tip, and this is like specific for like holiday during that day. Okay, so eat your protein first. Okay, because what ends up happening is if you don't eat anything and you don't have that base layer of protein in your stomach, then just all the goodies, all the sugar stuff, that's where the damage really gets done. And if you put plenty of fluids in there and good protein in there, it's just going to cut that down on how much you eat comfortably, and don't get yourself over full. Okay, and that will help, because that's the stuff that really sends us into overdrive with the extra pounds, is really the sugar stuff. You know, protein by itself, and in no way am I talking about specific diets or keto or anything like that. I'm not. I'm talking about just fill your stomach with protein first, then do the rest of what you're going to do.
On Thanksgiving, eat the turkey first,
yeah,
then have the sides, then enjoy a piece of dessert.
We got a question from Charlie. Is the insulation full foam on your hot tubs one piece or multiple? We use open cell Icynene, and it's full foam. It can be removed with your hands easily and resprayed, and it is the highest R value there is. All right, so next, holiday LBs. The big thing with your exercise plan to keep the extra pounds off, do it. Actually do it. All right, stick to your plan, schedule it, and actually do it, or even increase it. So if you're already, you know, do 3 days a week of this and swim the last 28 days in a row, well, guess what? Swim twice. Do whatever you need to do to ward that off, and it will definitely help, okay? And then, you know, mostly I want to say that I really this year in particular has just been not a lot of fun for anybody. And we certainly get that. And you know, you've got people either just sitting there kind of rotting at home versus, you know, working frantically. So what we want to let everybody know is to really enjoy your family, really enjoy your holidays, and dig in on that. That does not mean it's a race to see who can eat every last calorie on earth. Okay, so have a good time with your family. You don't need to, you know, eat 22,000 calories a day each time. So enjoy the holidays. The rest of the time, behave, do your exercise, and you won't pack on too much extra. Drink your water.
So in note of that, having a swim spa or even a hot tub is a really great time to incorporate family time. And during the craziness of the holidays and whatever other craziness is going on in the world right now, family is really important. And spending time with your family is what makes us happy, and most of us, I think.
It's supposed to make you happy.
Yeah, and it's important. It's important, or if it's not immediate family, it's your friends that are your family, and having that company and that love and the, you know, time together is really important for our person. And the holidays is a really great time to do that. And if you have a swim spa or a hot tub, what better place to have family time? And the swim spa is really neat because there's really something for everyone. The kids can have floats and noodles and play in there, and the adults can sit in the therapy seats, and the older adults can exercise and help with low impact movement
or even perhaps an adult beverage.
Yes, adult beverages are wonderful in the swim spa, in moderation. There's just something for everyone, you know, in a spa. And in a hot tub, it's a really great time to chat and spend quality relaxation time with family as well. So I just think that if you have a swim spa, invite your family over and use it together. It's also COVID safe. You know, it's clean. You can social distance in a swim spa. So just there's some really neat features of having a hot tub or a swim spa that really lend itself to spending some really quality family time.
Right on. So actually that's a good segue into, so we always talk about exercise in here. We're going to do some jets today. So let me spin this around. All right. So we're going to talk about the jets today, specifically the therapy jets. I'm going to make everyone nauseous with this. So we're going to talk about those jets, the VS. Now we are in a Challenger, so it's a little different on the control panel as we have 3 pumps in here, okay? You know, so for us, it's a little different turning on the VSPs. So on your Challenger, your pump 1 does not have anything to do with the therapy, okay? That's only on the swim end. And then VSP, make sure I've got this right.
1.
You're in 2. Right, Mary's in seat that is attached, bless you, that is attached to pump 2, VSP number 2, and then obviously the neck and shoulder jets is VSP 1. Okay, so 2 is also going to control the therapy Cove, which I'm going to turn on right now so you guys can see this. I'm going to go max. All right. I almost accidentally shut it off.
Oh boy.
Okay, there you go. So that's the therapy Cove. Mary's jets are on, that is VSP2. And this is what we're talking about. If you want to, you look like you're relaxed. So if you want to get your family in here and family time and get these jets on, this is a giant hot tub and that temperature is plenty to make you feel amazing, okay? So you can see that she's got jets all over the place. It feels good.
Yeah.
And then that therapy Cove is just awesome. I realize with it on, you can't see how many jets are under there. There's a lot going on under there.
Explain what that is then.
The therapy Cove?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to shut it off to do that. I did accidentally hit that finish button, but you can cancel it, and it worked. We'd have gotten fired. Okay, so this is the stand-up therapy Cove, all right? And it works really well. All these jets can be individually turned on, turned up, turned down, and it works real well. All right, then Mary's sitting in a standard hot tub seat. Now I'm gonna turn on VSP1 to the other side. This is your neck and shoulder seat. Oh, you have that one.
No, this is...
Yeah, that's you. That turns on that seat. There you go. Crank it up. It's fantastic. So this is that middle seat and the neck and shoulder seat. All therapy. Fantastic. All right. Why don't you switch over there?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Each seat, you can't really see under the water, but each of these seats has a different configuration of jets. So as you rotate through the seats, you'll get a different massage. It'll hit different
muscles.
spots of your back
Sure.
as you kind of rotate through.
You hopping in? Stacy asked if there is a therapy Cove in a 19D. Yes, absolutely. Cheryl asked, can you have all the seats on at the same time? Yes, absolutely. Jackie asked, which swim spa are you in? Challenger 15D. Get all the way in there. There you go. Is it push? You're so little, it's pushing you out. There you go. Neck and shoulders, baby. All right. I'm going to turn that off only because it's noisy.
Yeah. I'm liking the hips right now.
Right. So now that leaves us to something that our pros had taught us. All right. So we have a bunch of pro triathletes. Actually, he's hidden. One of our guys, Ben Hoffman, super fantastic dude. His picture is right behind our little cheat sheet, but I'm going to show you this. So right here, these are your VIPs. Okay, these are your swim jets. So pump 1 is the outside top 2. Okay, then VSP 2 is the middle. Am I right? Am I got that backwards?
So, yeah.
I think so. And then VSP 1 is those two right there. Okay, so what he actually did, and I'm sure someone else had done it, but we had just never seen anyone else do it. He actually used the giant VIP jet for therapy. And that brings us to today's physical issues with Ben and Mary. All right, that'll be a thing.
Yes.
What physical issue are you bringing to the swim spot today, Mary? So I am bringing, in the last 2 weeks, and everyone can kind of play along on this, the last 2 weeks I've had extreme hamstring tightness, more than ever. And then I ran a few times, and it was bad. It was unlike me. I don't have that. I don't ever feel tight after running. I don't ever, have excessive soreness in my hamstrings during running. I usually get sore in my quads. So then, but it felt weird. It was up really high on my hamstring. It was in a way that I've never had happen before. So I'm sitting there, and I'm a weightlifter. All this stuff is tight. And there's the lesson here for everyone, especially, anyone who's active. It turns out it was my glutes and hips that were over tight, and I have not been paying attention to them enough. I just haven't. All right, I'll back up so Mary can hop in here. So you look like you're going to fall asleep. She's going to fall asleep because the water's 95 degrees. It feels amazing. So what we have done in the last 2 weeks about that is start, a much more aggressive stretching schedule, which is not my thing at all, but so necessary. And we all need these reminders to do this stuff. And then we put the temperature, I like to use 92, 93 to stretch because in the swim spa, because it's the temperature of the surface of your skin, really good for stretching and aquatic rehab. So then we'll come in here and then just stretch the hips out. So all those various stretches for glutes and hips, and you can either do them on the floor, you can do them in the swim spa. It's better in the swim spa with the water, with that wet, moist heat on your muscles, and that submersion is fantastic. So it just really, really worked well. And then now we're going to let Mary hop up. Now, what problem did you bring today?
I just have I had a bike ride today that just kind of locked up my hip, my low back. Just
you
on
were
the
complaining
left
about
side.
your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of just locked up while I was riding.
So now what we're going to do, I want you to hop up there, Mary.
Sure.
And then figure out which jets are the right height for you. Those of you who know Mary know that she's very small. We're watching you. That's too high.
Yeah, it needs to be like the middle two and maybe the bottom.
Okay. Oop, I got it. Here, you want to hang on to that? Don't drop it.
Where is it pointing to me right now? Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was. Okay. Is that the right height?
Yes.
So now this VSP moves a ton of water. I'm trying to get in there so I can see it. So she's using that for therapy, and I don't even have it cranked.
Yeah.
I don't. What was that? You feel that?
I feel some other muscles going on.
So that's on 10. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
It's really low. So using these VSPs for low back and glutes and hips, it gets in there, and that stuff is all, those are thick, dense muscles, and they need some horsepower to get in there. I'm gonna give Mary some extra juice. That's 18. That's gonna be a lot.
stronger in the.
It feels like it hurts, or it sounds like it hurts.
It doesn't hurt. It's good massage. It's more therapeutic massage than just surfacey.
Yep. So if you guys notice, she's hanging on, and if she didn't hold on, and we crank that all the way up, it would fling her. It would fling her out of there like crazy. So you're just using those VSPs, and this can be done on any swim spa, whether it's a propulsion, whether it's H2X, regular trainer, whether it's a Challenger, absolutely all the same. Okay. So let me spin this around. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
So. VIPs for therapy, and that was something that we've been here for years and years. Until Ben Hoffman did it, I just never thought of it. And he shared that with Mike Wright, and Mike said, "Hey, Ben used the VIP for therapy." I'm like, "Oh my God, how is it possible? In the last 10 years, we never thought to try that." So I'm sure somebody has, but it wasn't us. All right, so that was Uncle Ben's idea.
Yeah.
You're enjoying that?
Yes.
You can stay in there. All right, so now we've got
a couple of questions that we got.
A couple of questions, and you can see that they're smudged out.
My fault.
They're smudged out because Mary is not as tall as the swim spot, and she put our little cheat sheet up in the corner and actually smudged it all. So it was kind of fun. So first question is, what steps do I need to take to keep the spa in top shape for the winter? And that's from Art in Maryland. All right, let's spin this around. So there's nothing that needs to be done that's different. And our second question actually ties in with this too, but there's nothing different that needs to be done for the wintertime to make sure you're in top shape. And this is the answer for the next question too. The only thing that I would recommend you do is, schedule your annual, whether it's annual or semi-annual or quarterly or whatever, whether you have a hot tub or a swim spa, whatever it is, whenever you change the water out, I'd always do it right before winter, so that I'm not dealing with it in the snow.
Right.
Okay? And that is great information. So I would do it pretty much right now if your water's old. If your water's new, don't worry about it. You're all set. All right?
The greatest thing about these swim spas and hot tubs made by Master Spas is the way that they're insulated, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. We use an open cell Icynene insulation that's made for year-round use.
Yep, and it's
we
awesome.
want people to use them. That's the claim to fame of these swim spas and hot tubs, that you can use them all year round. The cover is a snow load insulated cover, and we want you to be able to use it all year round, even outside, even in Canada, even in Maine and New Hampshire, Connecticut, and
Indiana.
The Northeast. That's what these are made for.
Yep, absolutely. And then there was a second part of that question. That's Art in Maryland. There was a second part. How often do you change out the water? I'll get back to that, Jackie. Was how do you secure the cover? The cover has built-in locks. So what is there, 6 on a 15-footer?
I think so.
I think it's 6 or 8 on a 15-footer. I can't. The covers are right below us. I can look, but I can't see them right from here.
It's definitely at least 8.
Yeah. So 8 locks on that cover, and just clip them and lock them right there. It's a simple key. All right. How often do you change the water? So that question was, I have had, where my hot tub at home, where I was really, really good with the water, and I've gotten a year out of the water. We know what we're doing with the water, so it's pretty easy for us to get a year out with the hot tub. The swim spa, we have a lot of people using and training in this, so our swim spa is probably going to be twice a year. If it was just Mary and I, we'd probably do that once a year. That being said, if you have lots of people in there, lots of parties in there, you're going to need to change that water out more, and that's normal. Okay. How new is new water? From Trey. We got ours in late August. Is that new enough? I don't know Trey, are you talking about a swim spa? Are you talking about a hot tub? Depends on a few other factors. That's pretty new water. I wouldn't, if late September is, basically October. So that's pretty good. Okay, you should be fine with that. If you want to squeeze out one water change, if you're not sure, then you can. All right. So the next question was first-time owner. This is Paulette in Virginia. First-time owner, nervous about winter upkeep. Do I winterize it? Okay, no, don't winterize it. You bought this for the winter. Okay, so Trey, hot tub for 2 people, change the water. That's not very much water. Depending on, the rest of the situation in your filter cycles. If you want to guarantee that you won't have to change it, I also don't know where you are, but that's not very much water. So smaller tubs tend to need to be changed more often. Okay, there's just not a lot of water in there. Whereas the swim spas last a lot longer because there's so much. This swim spa is, 1,895 gallons. So, okay. So Paulette in Virginia, wintertime is the best. All right, so don't feel like you should be nervous.
Especially for a hot tub.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't. Is she talking swim spa or hot tub? I don't think we know that. It doesn't matter. Regardless, absolutely made for the winter. It's so wonderful to get in there. And I know it seems funny to go outside when you're cold. You know, when you're in the wintertime when your feet are just like cold to the bone. And thanks, Jim. he messed me up mid-sentence. Jim, you're hot too. I appreciate it. All right. So, when in the wintertime when your feet are just cold all the way to the bone, it seems, counterintuitive to go outside to warm up, but it really is awesome. So you can go outside, get in your hot tub, get in your swim spa, and warm up and come back in feeling warmer than you did before, and it works. It's not baloney. All right. So don't be nervous about it. All you need to do is clean the filters out, once a month or so, and upkeep the water. If your water, like I said before, if you change the water out beforehand, before the winter, you won't have any concerns with changing the water or doing anything like that in the winter. That's a pro trick. That's what I do. Other than that, there's no difference. They're totally made for this climate. They're totally, and Virginia is not even really that harsh a climate. So I mean, that's pretty gentle compared to some of the places we go to. Winnipeg, Canada, it's freaking 50 below zero there, and they're outside. It works, so not a problem at all. All right. So, and Paulette, you feel free to message us if you need any help or if you have any questions. Message us. You can message us in the comments on here. You can email Master Spas. Mary and I can help. Customer service will help. Piece of cake. Don't be nervous about it. It's absolutely awesome. What kind? You want to answer that one?
Sure. From I think it's California, Charlotte in California.
She can't read it because she smudged it off.
What kind of fitness kit am I to receive with a TheraPool 13, I think, or this is going to be the same kind of fitness kit you would get with any of the swim spas. You will add TheraPools. You get the row bar kit, so you get the row bars that attach to the side of the swim spa.
Should I show them?
Sure. And then there are resistance bands that attach to the row bars, which you get extra of, and there's a whole book with all different exercises that you can do with those resistance bands, with the row bars attaching to the front bar, all different exercises you can do. You also get 2 big paddle dumbbells. So they're not the foam ones that you'll see at like the YMCA. They're actually paddles that provide really great resistance under the water, dumbbell wise. And you also get ankle fins that are paddles as well, so you can get resistance exercises on your legs. And then, so dumbbells, ankle fins, resistance bands, and row bars. And those all come in the exercise kit for our H2X TheraPool, for our H2X trainers, H2X challengers, and our Michael Phelps swim spas. So you are going to have a lot of fun with that. They all come with a book with hundreds of exercises that you can adapt to your own personal needs. So it's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. So there was a bunch of. Do you provide financing deals, Anthony? Do you provide financing deals, 0% interest incentives? That's a dealer question, my friend. Definitely.
So contact your local dealer
if they
have that available.
See what they've got going on. They sometimes have some of that stuff. Okay. So anyway, any other questions? Not about financing, because we're gonna wrap.
Yeah.
She's still got those jets on.
I do.
That's only one. That's just VSP2 in there, or one. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one I turned on, but she's not moving away from there. All right. Well, now it's going to push us.
Yeah.
So
I'll turn it off.
You were blocking it. All right. So last questions, and we'll be in there like usual. We'll be in there in the comments, and tonight, and we'll get back with you guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and then we've got. What do we have coming up? Oh, I blocked you. my big head.
Oh, in a couple weeks after that, we've got a fun trip that we'll be on, that we'll be doing Facebook Live from there. It's going to be a surprise, so you'll have to wait until then.
Yes.
But in 2 weeks, I believe it's Wednesday, November 18th. So we'll see you then. And then we'll see you after that. It'll be after Thanksgiving.
Actually, we should, you know what, everybody? If you got this far and you watched it and you have something you want us to do a live about,
send suggestions.
Send suggestions.
We'd love that.
We'd love that.
Yeah.
All right. And we have no problem doing that. But there's only so many topics we can do in here. And travel, we need to get back out on the road when all the travel opens back up to normal. Then we'll start having some real fun.
Yeah.
One quick question. How do you empty the water? So in here, I use a sump pump. Small sump pump, put it right in, run the hose outside, and because ours is indoors. Normally, actually at home, I would use that as well, and just use a pump to pump that out.
Hold on, there is a gravity drain though. There's a drain in all of the hot tubs and swim spas that you can hook your hose up to behind the access panel where your pumps are. So that is an option. It just takes a lot longer.
Yep. We don't do that. The pump is much easier. Is there an underwater mirror you recommend for working on swim technique? There is actually one that is we've been working with a little bit. You can send us a message and we can get some better information on that. I don't recall the name of it.
I don't remember
Mike
either.
Knows it.
Yeah.
The very famous and exceptionally handsome Mike Wright
found a pretty good underwater camera for the swim
mirror
spas
that we've been working with, and it works. And our pros, I believe, have them as well. So it has been figured out. Okay, so you can just send us a message on that. We can get you that information. All right. 4:41. It's always 40 minutes.
Yeah, usually, yeah. I think it's a good time.
Yep. If there's any other last questions, pop them up now. Otherwise, we will see you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. And remember, guys, man, we all need this holiday to be good. Be good to each other.
Yep.
Turn the news off for a couple hours. It's bad for us.
Yeah.
All right. So love one another. Be good. Be healthy. Get
and
outside.
Hop in your swim spa
get
or hot
outside
tub
in
and
your
relax.
swim spa and relax. And although, if we're being completely honest, we are hot tubbing right now, not swim spying.
Yes.
Do you sell booster seats for short people to sit in the hot tub? Oh, I don't know. We don't make it, but they're readily available. Okay, your dealer should have that in stock. That's not a problem. All right. Okay. Just if you want that mirror information, just send a message in, and we can link that over to you there. I'll get with Mike and figure out the name of it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember anything. So.
All right, everybody.
And now I don't even try. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Be good. And remember, if you have an idea for a live that you want to see or something you want us to talk about,
Send a comment.
send them in. All right.
Have a good night.
Be good.